Hey everyone, bear with me. This is my first time doing a video lecture. I wanted to make sure that I could still preview the commemorative presentation for you so that we don't fall even further behind in our semester. I wanted to say at the top, I hope all of you are safe wherever you're at, and if you're traveling, that you're getting there and taking your time and doing that safely. I hope everyone's okay. What I'd like to do today is talk to you about the commemorative assignment, and then there's a little, I have a little activity for us to do at the end. But if you want to go to the content tab on D2L, you'll see a file called the commemorative presentation assignment description. This is kind of what it looks like. It's really just the same deal as it was with the other two, short description of what's going on. So what we're doing here is commemorating. So we are going to either toast or roast a person, a place, an experience, a thing that happened. These can be personal things. These can be, national, international things. I don't want to really put a limit on what you want to do. We've talked a lot about students liking to kind of roast their hometown, which is absolutely fine. For this one, if you want to do that, a lot of people give some nice speeches about friends, family, loved ones, those sort of things, pets. Some people have talked about concerts that have been very influential to them or festivals that they go to routinely. So it's really pretty open. Getting into the descriptions here, the purpose of this is going to be to inform the audience about whatever it is you want to commemorate. So again, we have the same expectations for dressing. Delivery styles is supposed to be extemporaneous, so this sort of casual, off the cuff. I'm not really having to think about it too much. We still are going to have a full sentence outline with reference. You only need 3 references. Sorry, bear with me with my voice here. I had a little too much fun this weekend at the wedding. I like to sing, apparently. Sorry, tangential, you know how I am. So if you could I'll still need a full sentence outline with 3 sources. Now, mind you, these do not have to be academic or scholarly sources. These sources could be 3 friends. If you want to talk about one of your buddies and you want to, interview a couple of your other friends, or however you want to do that, you do still need 3 sources, though. So, those can still be things off of the internet. They don't have to be, though, depending on the nature of what you want to, what or who or, whatever thing you want to commemorate. You're still going to have to use a PowerPoint. Same rules apply there. The written materials, same written materials you have to bring to class as always. We want the all 4 evaluation sheets, so 1 instructor, 3 peer evals, and then your thumbnail printout for your PowerPoint. So it says on here that you need to include 1 chart or graph. This is one of the ones where I'm going to be a little bit lenient. That may just depend on what you're commemorating. I don't think of this so much as needing to represent data, so much as representing an experience. Think of it maybe more of like an infographic or something like that. The other thing that's important to note with this one, right, is the 3 to 4 minute time limit. So much shorter. Hopefully a lot less pressure, but if you think about that, if you spend 30 seconds on your intro and 30 seconds on your conclusion, you've only got 3 minutes left to do 3 main body points, and that's roughly what I want to see done here. When we're talking about body points for your outline, your outline should look just like it did for the informative. I took down the template because I didn't like the template I had, but if you want to use the same one from your informative, go ahead. That'll be fine. What really sets this, what we're really looking for with this assignment and presentation that differs from the other ones is going to be your use of artistic language and vocal variety. Now, we've talked quite a bit about vocal variety before the persuasive presentation, and so what I'd like to talk a little bit more about is artistic language. I have, I think, 3 files up that outline different forms of artistic language under our course content. One of them is a Word document, and it looks kind of like this. But basically, when we say artistic language, we're talking about things like similes that make comparisons using like or as. Metaphors are going to be, metaphors, describing something as being something else. So it's raining cats and dogs outside. Obviously, rain is not a cat or a dog. There's also personification, giving human-like qualities to non-human things. There's parallelism, so this is sort of the way that you go about focusing related words to one another in sort of like almost like a rhyming scheme. Like easy come, easy go. So parallelism, right? Easy come, and then the opposite side, easy go there. Hopefully that makes sense. Repetition is really big. I've seen some really good ones where students you just keep coming back to a key phrase or word that you're always saying throughout it. Some of this could even be like enumeration. We've kind of talked about that in other places. I also have alliteration, so using words that sound like that start with the same sounds. So Sally sells seashells by the seashore would be a good one there. And that's more about the sound. So those are the sort of things, like how can you incorporate this to make your speech more engaging and interesting for your audience? That's about the gist of what I want to give for description now. I can obviously handle questions through email or answer anything else you might have with what we have left in class on Wednesday. Important to note, if you have not presented yet, you will be going on Wednesday. That'll be our makeup day. So please do your best to make that. Additionally, I've included 3 discussion boards for you under the course content where you are going to sort of do a little assignment since we didn't get to meet in class today. And what you're going to do is I have a file that is called example commemorative speeches. I think I put like 8 of them up there. They're all roughly 5 minutes. You're going to watch one of those and you're going to tell me what were they commemorating and what sort of techniques or vocal tricks did they use to make their speech more engaging. Were they rhyming, those sort of things, or using alliteration? Were they comparing things to one another? And then you're going to give me just a 150 word description of what you watched, what they were commemorating, and then again what those sort of vocal techniques that they were using were. This is going to be, I'd like these discussion boards to be finished by Wednesday when you get to class. I don't have an end date on it though, so, don't worry about, I don't want to say don't worry. You should definitely have it done by Wednesday, but, the boards will not go right down if you want to go back and look at them. So that's all I really have for you today. We're going to have to talk about our calendar on Wednesday and what we're looking at there, but this video is already 8:30, which isn't surprising given you know how I am. Like I said, I hope you all are out there staying safe and you had a nice weekend, and let's hit the ground running on Wednesday. So take care.